Do you guys like to talk about the fireworks first or the rest of the stuff first? Fireworks? All right. I'll just give you some approximate numbers. Since Friday through this morning, we went to about 300, or there were about 300 calls for service related to fireworks. Our first inclination is to really do a bit of education on that matter. Try to keep people from getting hurt, from damaging property and that kind of thing. There were a variety of different enforcement actions taken, from written citations, which will come with a fine, verbal warnings, and then some written warnings as well for a variety of different firework or safety-related, fire-related type of issues. For specifics on the fire, grass fires and that type of thing, I'd refer you to the fire department on that. So, any questions on the fireworks?
Do you have a total number of arrests at all?
We didn't make any arrests specifically for the fireworks, but there were some citations, and I don't have those numbers exactly, but handwritten citations.
How much do citations usually cost?
I want to say it's around $120. Yeah.
And do you keep track of injuries related to fireworks this last weekend?
I didn't see any reports related to injuries. That doesn't mean that there weren't any, but I wouldn't have those numbers for you. Okay.
And then about 300, is that higher than normal, or is that more?
It was a busy weekend. It was hot. Everybody was outside. 300 seems about normal, but I would have to go back and look at previous years to really tell you for sure. Okay. All right. Other calls on the call log that I sent out to you on the 3rd, around after midnight, in the area of 10th and Fairfax, we did have a stabbing. The victim in that case did not have life-threatening injuries. They were rather minor. There wasn't an arrest made. The arrestee was Tanya Elkboy, date of birth 11/15 of 1977. Again, non-life-threatening injuries in that case. Moving on to the next thing.
Do you know why that happened?
It occurred over a dispute between some property, a couple different acquaintances. And it was kind of out in the public area, around the downtown area. So,
How do you spell your name?
the last name is spelled Elkboy.
Space or no space?
I believe it's all one word.
And
Tanya.
Tanya?
Yep. TonyA. The other item of note was there was a robbery at a casino in the area of 12th and Western. I'm not sure that there was no money that was taken. The clerk in that incident was assaulted. Again, non-life-threatening injuries, minor injuries to the clerk. And that wraps up what I sent out to you folks. We'll kind of go back to that accident in the area of 49th and Solberg. That was from early on in the weekend. It was a hit-and-run accident on the 3rd around 9:30 in the morning, in which a gentleman on a moped was struck by a vehicle. We're still looking for that suspect vehicle in that case. It's a late model red Ford Escape driven by a white male driver. We would encourage anybody with information on that to contact Crime Stoppers.
And what was the condition of the victim again?
The condition of the victim was serious injuries. Yep.
Any damage to the vehicle at all?
It- It's hard to tell. I mean, it was the vehicle that it struck was a moped, so it was rather small. I would imagine there'd still be some damage to it. I know that the investigators are going to be reviewing the video and trying to come up with some more details on that, but I don't have anything else for you at this time.
Do you know the specifics surrounding like what happened that led up to the accident?
From what we could tell with the initial information was that the SUV, the suspect vehicle, turned in front of the moped, and the moped struck that vehicle.
And was that the SUV was not in the correct turn lane to be turning? Or?
That I'm not sure about. It sounds like, from reading the reports, that the moped driver had the right-of-way. But again, it takes more investigation to really determine what happened in that area.
And sorry, I didn't see the release when this was, or announcement when this happened last week. Was moped driver wearing a helmet? Or-
That I'm not sure about.
With the robbery,
Mhm.
Do you know how the robbery happened? I think, you know, like
Subject entered the casino. There were no weapons, but the victim was assaulted. And again, throughout the course of those events, it doesn't appear that anything was actually taken during the robbery. Minor injuries to the victim.
And we're serious. It is that, well, I mean, it's just odd that during a robbery they didn't take anything. Did they just decide not to after that?
Well, we'll kind of let the investigation go on that one, so we have some of those details that we can look into. But for a variety of reasons, there are times when robberies don't go as planned, I guess. And luckily this one didn't end up in any injuries that were more serious than they were.
And you said you're still searching for the
Still searching for the suspect in that one too. Yep.
Do you have a description at all? Or?
Not a great description. The only information that we have is that it was a larger build, either a Native American or a light-skinned African American male.
Is there surveillance footage that police will be looking for?
Yes, we will be looking at the surveillance video and trying to get a better description out there. That's all I got.
That one stabbing, was that kind of connected to that heavy police presence kind of near that Nikki's Bistro, that kind of that same, around that same time, in kind of that Red Sea?
Yeah, those were separate incidents. Yeah, that one involved juveniles, so we're not going to be able to discuss that one. So, yep.
All right.
All right, thanks, folks.